Welcome back to the Watchers on the Couch. Today we're talking about Episode 8 of Season 5, Hardhome. I'm Tim Pickerel.
I'm Sarah Hedrick.
I'm Mike Daffron.
And let's just go ahead and call this the best episode of Game of Thrones that's ever happened.
Ooh.
It was pretty fantastic. And now we know why some of the other scenes in the show are just kind of crap, because I'm assuming they spent a shitload of money.
You mean the episodes were crap in this episode, or like in this whole season so far?
Oh, just in the season.
Okay.
Like, there's some of like the Dorne scenes and like some of those scenes that are kind of quick and didn't seem, I know there's other stuff going on that happened that kept them from doing those scenes well or whatever, time constraints and whatnot. But
hopefully the hopefully the Dorne stuff pays out.
Yeah.
I mean, there's still 2 episodes left. 2 episodes left only.
That's crazy.
Okay, so let's talk about the scenes in least importance to most importance, because we're going to tickle you here. We're gonna tease you along, so you listen to the whole episode.
All right, least important was the end.
Let's just start there.
Well, let's start at Castle Black. Actually, we don't even really need to talk about Castle Black, because there's only one scene there, and nobody gives a shit.
Yep. No one gives a shit about Ollie.
Nobody cares about is he really going to make peace with the wildlings? Yeah, because there's more things that are important than you stupid kid.
Yeah, we told you that, bitch.
But you're not listening.
Go get me some wine and some ale and some more food.
And send Gilly back in, because I'm feeling a little better. But that's all that happened there. So, next scene that didn't really do anything for us. Cersei, King's Landing. Mm-hmm. She's still in the cell. We see her in the cell a lot.
Confessed. She gets hit with a wooden spoon. Confessed. Hit with the wooden spoon.
Still threatening to kill the whatever the nun is. I don't know what, a septa or something. I think it's like septants and septas. The wood wielder, the wooden spoon wielder.
Yeah, I guess. She's just there just to hit people with wooden spoons.
Somebody has to do it.
That's how they break them. It's
like my days of
torture.
It's like my days of Catholic school all over again. Like, hey, this wooden object.
That's what they call water torture there.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you don't get any. So
yeah, but Cersei does seem like she's kind of starting to break. Maybe a little bit.
Maybe a little.
Just because she just then again not. And she's just really thirsty.
Well, yeah. Well, she finds out that her son's not eating or seeing anybody currently.
Yeah, I'm sure she's really worried about that, too. I mean, not only for her own safety, but just that he's not eating anything. I mean, she's a mom, first and foremost. Yeah. So, I mean...
You should eat something. Breakfast is ready! Then, I can't remember what the guy's name is, the guy that's working on the mountain.
Qyburn?
Yeah, that's it. Very good.
Thank you. I've been
You've been studying?
Studying, yeah.
It is Qyburn.
Brushing up.
He stops by, tells her that Pycelle's summoned her uncle Kevon to...
Kevon?
Yeah.
I always think they're saying just Kevin. Why can't they just say Kevin?
Because it's spelled with an A, not an I.
Damn it.
I thought they were saying Kevin. Man.
It's that English accent.
Over my head.
It's
block that one out, I guess. Because it sounds so dumb. I'm like, no, they did not say Kevon. Totally said Kevin.
Hey, Aaron!
My brain's like, no, it's Kevin. They said Kevin. They said Kevin.
It might as well be Kevin.
All right.
It's fine if it is Kevin. But
Uncle Kev.
He doesn't want to see Cersei either now that he's in town, because...
He's a dick, pretty much.
Well, not really.
Well... Maybe she's a bitch?
Yeah, I think
I
think that's what it is. Because he's it's Tywin's brother.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, so I have the incest niece, and she's all locked up, and I think I'm going to stay away from that thing and just work on trying to help
work on all this money.
But that's all that happened with that. So
more money, more problems,
Yeah.
Cersei did look a little upset having to suck the water off the floor.
Yeah.
Oh,
I could tell she was thinking, man, I really wish I didn't shit there earlier.
Why can't I Why can't I shit in the corner like a normal person?
Right. Do it right in the middle of the room.
Maybe she was shit there because she was hoping maybe they wouldn't see it when they walked that...
and then step in it and have that on their shoe for the rest of the day, She's like, I got you. Maybe she'd slip on it, hit her head, and die. Oh,
then she really would.
And then Cersei could get out. She could make a grand escape.
But she'd have to show her face to her first right before she died.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Like she's been saying.
The last thing you'll see. That's my Cersei impersonation.
Will be my butt face.
Dead on.
And that's it.
That's it for King's Landing.
What about...
Screw King's Landing.
Yeah. I guess it's either Sansa or Arya next. Because those were, I think, equally important.
Yeah. So I'll go Sansa.
Let's go Sansa.
Okay.
So there was only one scene there. Mm-hmm. But she does get some interesting news from Reek.
Yep, finds out that her brothers are still alive.
Well, not dead.
Well, yeah,
At
least
Theon didn't kill him, yeah. So, there's hope.
Maybe.
Not much.
Yeah, what's that? I don't know what that's going to do for her, but maybe she does have some family out there still in the wilderness.
Yeah.
Which we've known for a while, but
she didn't.
She didn't. So, I don't know what that really does for her. I guess that depends. Maybe she'll... maybe they'll actually write Rickon into the next season.
Maybe.
And then he'll be like, I don't know, 40 years old at this point because everybody ages so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is with that? Because we did get another little time thing in there where Sam says that he's been watching over Jon for years.
Well, yeah, we know that it's been at least a few years that they've been there.
Yeah.
Because...
I guess we just don't know.
Because, he goes to the wall right before Ned becomes the king.
Season.
So
yeah, it's been a while.
They've been there the entire time.
I still think that baby's just going to be a baby forever, though.
That's a good point. Well, okay, so no, the Crasters thing. So we assume the Crasters thing, the time between the Craster thing and how many times can I say Craster thing in a row? And currently is a short period of time, but there's some big gaps in between there. So
big old gaps.
We need to find a timeline to make better sense of this. But yeah, I think we're assuming that it's been like 3 years over the course of this show.
Seems about right. I would guess. Then Sansa. Arya.
Oh, no. Actually, can we stay at Winterfell for just a second?
Yes. No, we're gone. We're leaving.
I want to try
Mike
that.
already left. Yeah, Mike already left.
We're taking a ship to Braavos. We're out.
Damn it.
No, what's up?
Oh, no. I want to talk about Ramsay and how cocky he was. I need only 20 men.
I need 20 men.
Yeah. Just, I don't know.
Well, I think
I hate his face.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that scene. So.
I have no problem with his face. That's a fine face.
It's
his
attitude.
Well, he's
really.
a weaselly shithead character, so good job. He's the new. They had to replace Joffrey with somebody,
right?
For you to really, really loathe. Yeah. So I think what's going on there. So Roose doesn't want to leave Winterfell because they're well equipped to withstand Stannis' siege once that comes. Ramsay wants to do something a little more aggressive.
Oh, that's not his style at all.
No, he's very gentle. Gentle Ramsay is what they call him.
Yeah.
During the day.
Yes. But once the sun goes down, he's going to sexually assault Stannis.
Great.
So he wants to take 20 men out there and have a party.
Oh, no. A Stannis gangbang.
That's horrible.
Yeah, he wants to take 20 men and basically go into Stannis' camp and stir up some shit. And I think most of that comes from the fact that he's still feeling insecure about his position. So he wants to do something to really impress Daddy.
Yeah. Daddy, don't you care about me?
Oh, I know you're gonna have I'm gonna have a little brother, but can my baby brother do this and play somebody? Well, actually, he can. We taught him.
In the womb.
In the womb.
But can he do this? And then he whips it out and he does the helicopter.
Well, actually, he can.
He's a boy, just like you. And I've taught him that as well.
Now it's time to have a little conversation about the difference between boys and girls, Ramsay.
All right. I think we can move on to Arya.
Yeah, now we're done. Now let's go to Braavos.
All right, now let's take the ship. All aboard! I could keep doing this. That's the ship.
just
That's
waiting
on the
for us
sea,
to, like-
like
Yeah,
in the sea wind.
I'm just waiting for us to get there.
It's a long way to Braavos. I wonder how long it does take to sail to Braavos.
Probably
Years.
No, I don't know.
Months.
So, how long did Tyrion say he was in the box?
Months.
Months.
Yeah.
So the baby has to be months old.
The baby should be bigger than that if it's months old. Not that I know much about babies
Or months.
or months.
What's a month? How does this calendar work?
What is time really? Yep.
So she's all right. So okay, let's pretend that we've docked in Braavos and we're in Braavos now.
All right. Everyone off the ship.
Oysters, mussels, cockles. Arya has assumed a new identity.
Kind of. I mean, yes. She hasn't changed her face, though.
No,
but she's learning.
But she's got a whole backstory that's believable. She only got smacked once, and that was on a street name.
She's doing good. She's learning. She got B+. So apparently, she's supposed to like hang around that guy, the thin man, for a while, and then give him a gift of that bottle of lube and get it on with him.
Let's
I thought it was,
Seems about right.
So the thin man is a guy that
He's a gambler.
he gambles with.
People's lives and ships.
Well, he gambles on the fact that they're going to survive.
Yeah.
He loses if they die,
Right.
which is an interesting little hustle you got going on. Because who's going to know?
Yep.
like, oh, he died. I'm not paying his family.
Yeah,
Fuck him. Keeping his money, buying some more oysters. How do you think I stay so thin?
yeah. So that's
Oyster diet. It's that new fad. Oyster diet.
Yeah,
Figured out something on Game of Thrones. That's how you can lose a bunch of weight.
probably.
The Oyster 30-day challenge.
Oh, Team Oyster,
Wow. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Team Samwell.
Wonder if you learned how to shuck him as well as Arya did.
Shuck 'em and jive 'em.
Yeah.
Shuck me.
So we assume that that's going to be some kind of poison that she's got to give him to, because I guess there's a contract from all these upset families, or at least one upset family.
Little sample of ball water for him.
That might be what it is. And what's her face? The
The waif, whatever.
waif.
I call her a waif. Yeah. She's like the skinny girl. The skinny blonde girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just call her the cunt.
Oh, okay, the cunt. Even
I
better.
don't remember her name.
No, that's fine.
If she has a name.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think she has a name
No.
so far.
Well, that's her name.
Maybe she's actually called the waif.
Who knows?
Was that part of your homework? Did you find out her name?
I saw that somewhere, but I don't know if that was just like somebody making that up. But I just like, oh, I like that.
It sounds familiar.
I'm going to take it.
It sounds familiar. I'm going to read the last book again at some point. I'm going to read lots of books again at some point. And I'm going to read lots of books I've never read again at some, or never read again.
How, what?
Anyway. Yeah. I need to reread the
Good job,
books.
Tim.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll be here all week. Literally just sitting in front of this microphone going... The computer says I can record for another 1 day and 17 hours.
All right.
That's the maximum room that's left. So
wonderful.
Well, let's keep this podcast going until you run out.
Yeah, just keep doing that. That's not going to get annoying at all.
But that's pretty much all that happens at Braavos, too.
Yeah.
The waif says she's not ready to give ball water to people. And Jaqen says, maybe she is, maybe she isn't. Who gives a shit?
Basically.
Yeah.
It's all the same to the many faces.
Jaqen's pretty zen about the whole thing.
Yeah.
Well,
Pretty zen about everything, though.
I wonder if there's anything that pisses him off.
Lying.
lying badly.
But that doesn't even seem to piss him off. It was like wacky with the stick.
Yeah.
It just seemed like, God damn it!
This
Your
is how
lies
he-
suck!
Then he fucking takes
Have
off.
you learned anything?
Then he takes off his face and he's a septa.
Starts hitting her with a wooden spoon. Yep.
That's awesome. Yeah. Oh.
Oh.
Can we move on? Are we done with Arya?
Yeah, we're done with Arya.
Oh my
This
God.
might actually be a pretty short episode.
That's
done with
awesome. Done with it.
Done with that bee.
Daenerys and
Daenerys.
Bye, Felicia.
Yeah.
Bye, Felicia.
yeah. Tyrion and Daenerys, like they had
up.
Well,
They're
no. There was no sheets
Not
over
in
the
street.
boobs.
Not in the street lingo. Not in the street lingo. They got together politically.
Yeah.
Tyrion's her advisor now.
Amazing. I loved it. I
when
wanted the whole episode to be that.
Until we saw the last scene.
I still
of the,
wanted more.
Oh, did you? Well, yeah. I mean, we could have cut out some of those other scenes. We We didn't need to see Cersei.
No.
We could have.
We didn't need to see Ollie.
We definitely didn't need to see Ollie. Yeah, that could have. We were talking about this earlier, Sarah and I, that if the entire episode, it was like right after that scene happened where Tyrion and Dany are having their sit-down talk. It's like if the whole episode was this, it would have been a great episode.
Yeah, I'd agree. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Because they took a little tour, and Daenerys showed him her dragons, and then he was like, I got a dragon myself right here. Whipped it out. Dud.
Hit the floor.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's not a dwarf-sized dragon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's have a nice, good sit-down talk. Well, before that, poor little Jorah. Oh, he'll never get out of that friend zone.
No, he's Sir Friend Zone forever.
Yeah.
So, well, Tyrion did get his life spared, but he is banished.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
so he's going to go to the fighting pits, which, I mean, really?
I still,
Well,
just give it up, man.
he has.
I mean, just kill yourself right now. Just end it.
He has grayscale, right?
Yeah.
So I think I don't know what he's doing, what he's thinking,
don't.
but maybe he just wants to see Daenerys one last time.
Yeah, I'm sure he doesn't care. He's like, well, I'm going to die here soon, so might as well, I don't know, give it a shot. I mean, I would do the same thing, right?
Right, yeah, if he really cared about somebody, sure.
or he's just going to touch everybody with his grayscale and turn them all into. Turn them all
Banish
into.
me? Check this out. Starts touching everybody with his arms.
You got Jorah-itis. You got Jorah-itis. And then, like, him and an army of stone men take over Meereen.
Yeah.
Wow.
Then he makes the stone throne.
The stone throne.
Yeah.
Is he going to have them? Well, no, I don't want to get ahead of myself.
Made out of stone arms and stuff.
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
possible. Yeah.
And dicks.
You want to see a stone dick?
Well, I mean, like,
throne?
what are they?
It's going to be made out of weed, for the stoned men.
Oh.
Oh.
That was a good one.
Mike's making jokes.
I think some very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, okay. So I assume that, that's basically Jorah's only thing, like, let me fight for her. It's like he's not really fighting for her. He's fighting in front of her because it's not like there's a battle that's of consequence. I mean, it's a contest. But So, I don't know what's going on with his thinking.
No, I don't either. But we'll find out hopefully soon.
Hopefully.
Maybe 2 episodes from now.
Well, maybe in this next episode.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
shows-
that's right.
They did show the fighting pit.
Hell yeah.
True
It's
story.
a big fighting pit. It's it looks very gladiator-esque.
Yes, not the little rinky-dink one we saw last time. Like, are you guys just in somebody's backyard? Like,
Yeah.
Welcome to Backyard Gladiator Pits.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Coming in from Westeros. It's Jorah Mormont.
Watch
Ooh,
out for
yeah.
his grayscale. Wonder if he gets his arm cut off, do you think
It's
he
the
could
Jorah
survive?
armbar. He's going to town.
No, not the grayscale armbar. Grayscale choke. Mm-hmm.
What were we gonna say?
I don't remember.
If his arm got cut off.
No, would he not have grayscale?
You know, I was thinking the same thing because it's kind of like Walking Dead when they cut off some limbs. Like sometimes they survive, if they get it in time. So
Yeah.
that could be.
Maybe. But I think it's probably too late now. I mean,
He's gonna get the Jamie Lannister treatment.
I like how fast.
Yeah.
I like how fast he got the grayscale, but it doesn't seem to be growing now that it's still just that one patch of skin.
Right? It seemed like that first little patch was bam, immediate. Now it's been a while. It's just like, oh, just a little bit bigger.
Yeah. But we don't know how long they were on that beach.
Maybe he has a good immune system.
Could be.
Maybe he's been putting some Neosporin on it.
Oh, yeah.
That always helps.
Yeah.
This episode brought to you by Neosporin. I actually got some product placement in. Yes.
Isn't that what Millie was putting on Sam?
Huh? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Millie?
Millie, is it?
You mean...
That's not our name.
No, it's Vanilli.
Vanilli? Millie Vanilli?
Yeah.
Nice.
No, it's Gilly.
Gilly.
Gilly
Gilly Millie Vanilli.
It's Gilly Vanilli.
I call her by her middle name. Excuse me.
It's her Christian name.
We're
Gilly Manilli.
We're on a middle name basis. So.
That close.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway. All right, moving on.
I don't know. Oh, yeah, Neosporin. That's what we were talking about. Mm-hmm. So, boy, is that good for cuts. No,
you were going to get like 5 boxes, each box of Neosporin now.
Awesome.
Because I'm going to send this to him.
Mike's just going to buy himself.
The higher-ups at Neosporin, we haven't had a commercial in 10 years, and now they've mentioned it.
Every person now that comes over to your house would be like trying to force Neosporin like on them, be like, no, you need it. You need some. This fucking Neosporin.
It's like when you lived here and you had that box of Axe deodorant that we had forever.
You had a box of Axe deodorant?
There was like I forgot even where I got it from.
I think you got it from like a concert or something. Or like some...
What?
I don't know. Like it may be... Yeah, someone was probably promoting it somewhere, like...
Sure.
Oh, hey, we're the Axe guys. Hey, you're trying this deodorant.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember where I got it.
Yeah, he brought a whole box of...
Like a case.
Like a big cardboard box.
Oh, my God.
I'm not talking like a store case. I'm talking about like a corrugated cardboard box.
That's hysterical.
That like you would ship to somebody.
Yeah.
There's probably 50 of them or 100 of them in there.
Were they full size?
Like,
no, they were travel size, but they were filled with travel size ones. And they were all pretty much at their expiration date.
I don't think I ever used any of them. Probably used maybe a couple of them.
I was going to use them, but I looked and it's like it was past their date. So I was like, well...
Yeah.
What am I going to do with all this free deodorant?
We'll keep them around for a couple years.
So I started. We decided until I get rid of that. And then what I decided to start doing about 6 months ago is I'd take some with me in the car, and as I drive by, I'd whip them at homeless people. None of that is true. I should say that. I don't want to lose my Neosporin sponsorship by making them think I throw Axe deodorant at homeless people. What's the show about again?
People on Game of Thrones really could use some Axe deodorant. And if they got a cut, they could use some Neosporin.
They probably really smell. They probably smell like dead people. Mm-hmm. Like the people that you see north of the wall.
Uh-huh. Like when I see all those amazing boobs, I'm like, I bet those are some amazing stinky, smelly boobs.
Is that what you
That's
think?
exactly what you... Oh, my God. Wow. That's interesting. So that's where you go. Yep. That's where your head goes.
That'd be like motorboating in a sewer.
Oh.
That's fine. I'll keep going.
I'm a warrior.
Speaking of warriors, okay, so...
Speaking of boobs, none this episode, Mike.
I know. I'm okay with it, though. Episode was fantastic.
Yes, it was.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, go ahead.
Oh, no. I was just going to...
I want to see some White Walker boobs.
Oh.
No. Yeah. Well, White Walker boobs might be fine. It's white. It's white boobs you don't want to see. So there is a difference.
Mm-hmm.
I've learned the difference.
Yeah. Right. The White Walkers are the others.
Yes. They're the one, which they're not called the others in the show.
Yeah.
So they're the ones that are all white skinned with the blue eyes.
Right.
Except this is where it screwed me up. And we'll get to it at the towards the end when we talk about the end of the scene. But like just the random like zombie dead things, those are the whites. And the whites can be killed by whatever means. Like, that's why you can tear them apart and why...
And they'll actually die.
Yeah, and they were actually killed, and like Jojen and his sister, like at the end of last season, when they killed Jojen, but they were all getting killed.
Okay.
Granted, it was by fireball, but...
Yeah, I thought you could only kill them by fire.
No, you can only kill them by obsidian. Well, I'm sorry, not the whites. The White Walkers... you can only kill with obsidian.
Okay. Okay.
But the whites you can kill
with whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Supposedly, I guess, because they were cutting them up.
All right.
So, like the undead, like the people that get killed and then turn into blue-eyed people, that's
the question that I had, because we didn't see any. The only blue-eyed people we saw. So stuff happened at Hardhome. By the way. Big battle, like the whole last 25 minutes of the episode, which was amazing, was the White Walker army comes to Hardhome while Jon and Tormund are trying to get the people south of the wall. And it's a big one-sided battle.
Indeed.
And lots of stuff happens. Well, not a lot of stuff. It's just a battle.
Lots of stuff happened. Cool battle. And that's it for this episode.
Yeah, see you later. See you next week. So we get to see more of who is revealed to be the Night King. They don't reveal it. It's just like...
You see him again.
You see him again. Like, they haven't called him the Night King in the show yet, but it was spoiled online, and they mentioned it in the... behind the scenes after the episode. So
that's the guy at the very end who was raising his arms.
Yes,
like, are you not entertained?
It's the guy that looks like Darth Maul.
Yeah, it does. Think about that.
He has a name. They have a nickname for him already on the internet.
What is it?
He's now Coldamort.
Oh yeah, I've noticed that too. His face, like, he doesn't really have much of a nose.
I thought he had a nose.
Not much of one.
It was the guy that Jon fought that didn't have much of a nose.
Oh, was that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I mean, he's got some nose. Anyway, welcome to Game of Nose. Watch.
There's a 2-second rant.
Watchers of the Nose. I knows nothing.
It's brilliant.
Jokes. We had jokes on this show.
You knows nothing. King Coldamort.
King Crow. You crow nothing. I can do this all day. Actually, I probably can't. But King Crow's a good nickname. I like King Crow. Yeah, he's the Night King they're calling Coldamort on the internet. But yeah, he's towards the end. Well, actually, before we get towards the end, this is how I've been watching Walking Dead since it's been on. This is how you do a zombie battle.
Really?
Yeah.
This is okay. All
if you're going to fight an army of dead, then this is the way you need to. This is the way you need to have an army of dead.
Okay. Because
in The Walking Dead, nobody gives a shit about the zombies anymore. Occasionally they show up. If you're isolated, then maybe you're in trouble. But at this point, they're more of a set piece.
And you think people give a shit about these zombies more than they do the zombies on Walking Dead?
I think it's more of a big deal.
Yes. And the zombies in The Walking Dead are stupid anyway, and it's inconsistent. Like, sometimes they're just walking around, like, past the zombies and just, like, casually walking, like, oh, no big deal. Then other times, they can do the exact same thing. They're like, oh, no, holy crap!
Yeah.
And I'm why don't you just walk past them like you did the fucking 10 other times?
Right. Well, that's the people who are alive, their reaction. But I think that maybe you're thinking that this is a bigger deal than it is because we haven't seen any of the White Walkers really, except for a handful of times this entire series. And so, like, seeing so many of them all at once in such a great battle, like, that made it better. But I thought, honestly, the special effects were a little bit cheesier than Walking Dead.
I didn't think so.
Do not agree.
Well, that's okay. You don't have to agree, but
that's
how I felt about
wrong.
it.
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Thanks. Thanks, Ben.
I do think it's more, well, it's different too than The Walking Dead if we're going to compare it to that, because The Walking Dead is more the aftermath after everything happened. Like, we're actually seeing the zombies fucking getting ready to take over. And they're badass and scary and fast as shit.
Yeah.
And
they use weapons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Smart.
They are smart. They're not animal, too. Like,
Yeah. And it's like,
yeah. Oh, those little kids were so creepy. Because they were just like staring her down. They're like, "We're gonna get you.
We're gonna eat you."
It was creepy. Oh, I hated that. Ugh.
But
the children of the cold.
Yeah, I don't like that.
That's a good one. That is a good one. I like that one. Meditation time.
Well, we can start at the beginning of that scene, I guess. Right? Well, that was pretty badass. Yeah, smashing the skull guy. Mm-hmm. Smashing his face, and I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord of Bones.
Yeah, Lord of Bones.
I don't have time for your dick jokes. I'm going to hit you with your own stick.
Yeah, he may be a homophobe. Thorman might be a homophobe.
Yeah.
Don't say nothing about me sucking cock. I wouldn't do that, bro.
Oh my God.
Maybe it's just crow dick.
Yeah. I would suck other dicks, but not crow dicks.
I've sucked plenty of dick, but never a crow's dick.
Would never, ever.
That's where I draw the line.
Maybe this pretty guy over here.
They kept
prettier than my daughters.
Prettier than my daughters, and I'd suck their dicks.
I've been imagining fucking him for a while. I mean, I don't like him. Don't ever trust him. No.
King Crawl.
So, yeah. I thought it was awesome because the Lord of Bones, I think, is kind of stupid. Like, hey, people are coming. Better get my mask on.
I think he just wears it all the time.
Gotta get my face ready.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like that poor actor. I don't think we ever saw him without that mask.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's ever going to know who he is. He's like, I could go around saying that I was in Game of Thrones right now. It's like, oh, really? Who are you? Oh, I was the Lord of Bones. No, you weren't. Yeah, I was. No, totally.
He might just be actually one of the smarter people up there because nobody up there wears any ski masks. Mm-hmm. So he's probably like, that's the first ski mask ever invented.
Oh, wow.
Was his bone face.
He's ahead of the time.
He's the first goalie in Westeros.
You would think that mask would have saved him a little bit from his own stick, just like as a helmet. No, not at all.
Nope.
That one
doesn't work that way.
He must not have been that bored because no one really gave a shit. I mean, yeah, people were intimidated, but nobody even said a word.
It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I fucking hated that stupid mask. Anyway.
I'm glad he's gone.
Yeah, I guess when you kill somebody,
he's so cool with his mask. It's like, hey, everybody, look at my mask. Every day I hear that fucker in his mask. Glad he's gone. Dick.
Do you think he had multiple masks? He had more than one.
This is my going out skull mask.
This is my dancing mask.
And this is my sex mask.
One for days of the week.
Lord of Bones, it's Thursday. Shut up. I slept in this mask, okay?
Only wore it for a few hours.
It says Tuesday on it, though. Yeah.
What else did you want to talk about from the
I don't know. Just kind of
you just wanted to talk about
getting his face smashed. I was happy about it
because he was talking about dick sucking.
Something about cocks. That's my style.
Let's back up to the part where they talk about dicks.
So now I know if I was in Game of Thrones, I'd be the character that gets his face smashed in.
Or you'd be the guy that's on trial with the Faith Militant.
Yeah. Yep.
It does not pay to be gay on Game of Thrones.
Indeed. I'm not gay. Why would I be on trial? You saying I'm gay? We try to say, bro, I would never suck a cock.
You don't have to be gay. You just have to suck a dick a couple times to get in trouble.
All right. Guilty.
It's not gay if you could still count the number of times on your hand.
Oh my God.
Once you go into double digits, then maybe.
I was only seeing if I could get good at it. You never know when you're going to need a good dick sucking skill. Your back might be against the wall, and
they say being gay is a choice. So sometimes I just I check to see if I'm gay. It's like, nope, still not gay. Don't like doing this.
It's like a turkey thermometer. You think it's just going to pop out? Like?
Sometimes I forget. I'm like, did I like that? I guess I'll try it again. Gawk, gawk. No, yeah.
No, I mean those are important things. You have to challenge yourself and
challenge yourself.
You have to have goals in life, and sometimes you have to.
Listen, I used to not like avocado when I was a kid. Now I really like avocado. Who knows what I might like in my mouth 5 years from now?
Cocks are an acquired taste.
Just like coffee and beer.
Yeah.
Everybody knows.
And I do like coffee and beer, so...
Yeah, right.
Yep. Maybe one day, I need a few more under my belt, or...
under somebody else's belt.
Zing!
Zing! So what the hell has happened to this show?
Well, they talk for a little while, and them damn Thens... Is that what they're called?
That's what the bald
are those the guys that eat people?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird. They're all together and like, watch out for them Thens all the fucking time. They eat fucking people.
Well, I only saw the one guy there.
Yeah, that's true.
There was only the one Then.
But yes, so many.
Maybe
people
the rest of them are
walked out
somewhere
with
else,
him.
and he's just representing them.
Could be. Well, he was one of the elders, so yeah.
Did the other bald guy die last season?
I don't know.
I think he might have.
Okay. Oh, well, I was just wondering if maybe they had recast that guy and it was supposed to be the same guy. But I thought he had gotten killed at the battle at Castle Black.
I have no idea.
No idea.
All right, well, who cares?
Yep.
Either way, they're both dead.
Where are the rest of the fucking giants? There's only one. Are the rest dead from the Battle at Castle Black?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
And he's the last one? Oh, he must be a sad giant.
That would be sad.
Well, I thought...
He's so lonely.
I had thought man said that was like the last of his kind.
Oh, okay.
And then apparently there's still the last giant.
That sucks, because he was just badass, just like... He was just annoyed.
Yeah.
He seemed really, really annoyed, just grunting the whole time, like,
he's like, this sucks.
Oh, man. No one like me anymore. He's gonna crawl and try to kill me. I gotta get wet in this water. Tiny boat's big enough for me because I'm too big. Nobody makes things big enough for me. That would really suck. Like, how do you kill a giant like that?
You make him cry, apparently.
Yes! Man, just imagine if he was one of the undead.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Holy shit.
Yeah, that would be bad.
They're going to do that.
I'm
calling that now.
What about the mastodons, too? Did see those? I guess, are those all gone? That's what those guys should be writing. They should be writing fucking mastodons.
Where do you... Did we ever see a mastodon?
Didn't they have stuff like that in the Castle Black battle?
I think you're
the
thinking
giants, and they had.
Are you sure?
Oh, they did.
Oh, okay.
No, he's right. Yeah.
I thought you were thinking of Lord of the Rings.
No, they had these giant animals that had tusks. I don't know if
Mammoth, mastodon. I don't know the difference anymore. So,
but they were attacking the wall.
Okay.
Yeah, anyway, whatever.
Isn't that right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not just like cross sectioning that with like another movie that we may have watched.
Well, if so, then we're both crazy.
Okay, well, all right, I own it.
2-1. That's what's up.
No,
we got to be right then, right?
Yeah, right.
Majority's always right.
Yeah, that's what. That's definitely what happened then. Because it doesn't matter that I have no memory of it whatsoever. Because 2 people said it happened.
Nope. 2 people said it happened. Must be true.
The only thing that would make it more true is if it was on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, we got to get on that.
And that only takes one person.
but
no,
the giant.
Yeah, the giant. They'll end up killing the giant and bringing him back just as a White Walker or as a white or something, just because
That's scary. That's horrible.
Yeah. Well, you can't just have one last giant walking around either.
Sure
That's
you
too.
can.
That's too sad.
Oh, but it's okay for him to be a killer. To be, I guess it is.
Yeah.
Right, sorry.
I wonder if he could just like smash him with his giant cock.
Oh,
And then
I'm sure that hurts.
Like, he could do like a fucking helicopter and just run at him.
No, because here's what happens.
Are there giant cock merchants?
No, here's the thing. In Game of Thrones, dwarves, huge cocks. Giants, micro penis.
They're like apes. Gorillas.
Yeah.
That's sad.
He's even sadder.
That's why he's sad.
So big, I have this tiny penis.
That's why there were so few of them.
No boats for me.
Well, yeah.
Is he going to be able to get on that boat?
Probably.
He has to get on one of them because we see him in the preview.
Mm-hmm.
He's at the...
Either that or he swam the whole
Yeah,
way.
it just has his swim side.
Or the water's not even... What if the water's just not that deep?
No,
You never know, yeah.
They had
He
a
just walked
huge
the whole
inner
way.
tube for him, and so he just like tubed it the whole way. Just got towed.
One has water wings, and he's
Chilling with the beer, has a beer cooler falling behind.
got a fanoodle.
Trying to pass all the drunk Hoosiers.
Worst float trip ever.
This float trip sucks.
Anyway, so yeah, going back to the end, there's... I did want to say, well, we were talking about like just the battle of all the dead people. I thought the scene where they just... all the whites just lemming off the cliff into this pile of broken dead bodies.
It's raining dead men.
Right. And then they just like get back up. That's how you do holy shit, these zombies are for real.
Yeah.
And
They ain't fucking around.
they ain't fucking around. And as Ed says, oh fuck.
Yeah,
Best oh fuck of the show.
that was a good one.
It's comedic timing as well. It's like, oh fuck, but it was also haha, oh fuck. But as we were going to talk about before we got interrupted with all the things that we interrupted each other with, when the Night King raises all the dead wildlings, they do have blue eyes. But all the whites that you saw, they didn't have blue eyes. The only people that had blue eyes were the people up on the cliff and the lieutenant that John kills. Excuse me. And the lieutenant that John kills. So I don't know what they're supposed to... I don't know. Well, a lot of them didn't.
Yeah, I don't know the difference between like the skull and bones people. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
I still don't know. Like, because that's what you're asking, right? As
Yeah,
well, like,
basically.
are the people, the undead people, the same as the skull and bones people? Right?
I guess that's what we're asking. Like, did he make whites or did he make White Walkers?
Mm-hmm.
Because we saw him make a White Walker with Craster's kid.
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't know if White Walkers are living and whites are dead or how that works.
They're just recently dead, maybe?
Maybe their eyes dim. I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe because maybe the whites are dead that have been dead for a certain period of time. Like, nope, been 12 hours.
You're past expiration.
Well, I guess
You're dead. You're really dead.
And then Tim's going to throw him out the window at homeless people.
Maybe that's sweet. Maybe as long as they still have eyes, they can be White Walkers.
Right.
Oh, maybe that's it. That could be it.
Once your eyes get rotted away.
Oh, right, because in the first season, they all have blue eyes. The two that we see.
Yeah.
Or three. Well, however, the show opens with them, so...
There might have been three.
I think they had blue eyes. And
God,
that
I
one,
suck. It hasn't even been that long since I watched the first episode. I can't remember.
But it is an interesting point because we were talking about how we're not used to seeing him. It's like everybody's like, oh yeah, this is going on. But forget, the show opens with this. Like, we knew this was coming. And it's just we all get caught up in the politics and intrigue of the soap opera aspect of the show. We forget about the Walking Dead aspect of the show, which is interesting.
Yeah. Well, they left the bag of dicks there. I mean, the bag of dragonglass.
Yes, but we did learn that Valyrian steel will kill a White Walker.
Yeah, that's pretty badass.
Now we just
I thought
need
that was
to
pretty
find.
cool.
Yeah, now we just need to find somebody that can still make Valyrian steel.
It's like,
because
I have the power!
because as far as I know, there's only 3 swords that can kill.
And one of them's in Dorne, right? Doesn't Jamie have one?
Jamie has
Right.
one.
Okay.
No, Jamie gave his to Brienne.
Oh, okay. Oh, right. Yeah.
Then Joffrey had one.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to his.
So that's probably hanging around
Those
somewhere.
dumbasses probably buried him with it.
Oh,
Idiots.
God.
And then, yeah, Jon has one.
Yeah,
But as far as I know, those
Unless
are the...
Tommen has, unless like swords like that pass on from king to king.
could be.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. But
They hang it up in the museum
Yeah. Well, Tom is not going to use it, so.
in the Hall of Assholes.
assholes. Yeah, that's there's only 3 people versus all the White Walkers.
Those are the only people that ever survive.
Well, those are the
You know,
only. Those
that's
are
what's
the
going to
only-
happen.
Yeah, those are the only swords that we know of.
Could they make
so.
more dragonglass?
I guess you have to find dragon glass. I don't know if you know if.
If you have a dragon, can you make dragonglass?
I guess.
Okay. So that could.
If somebody
Maybe.
still knows how to make it.
Oh, okay.
So is
'Cause
Game
we
of
don't
Thrones
know.
going to end like a democracy? Because everyone's going to have to work together.
Because Daenerys is
They'll
going
all
to
be friends?
Because Daenerys is going to break the wheel and make everybody equal.
Well, maybe she'll change her mind and she'll be like, "Oh yeah, we can't beat all these fuckers like by ourselves." I do have
Right.
3 dragons, but
Yeah. This isn't going to
so
happen.
see, she's going to use her dragons to make Valyrian steel, and then
Well, nobody
the
knows.
swords
how to,
aren't going to get to anybody in time.
Yeah,
Everyone's
nobody
gonna
knows
be fucking dead.
because she's going to be putzing around in the desert. Yeah, nobody knows how to make Valyrian steel anymore
Stannis
either.
is going to go get a bunch of dragon glass from his homies,
Yeah. they have some.
and King's Landing, they're just going to wait there and be a bunch of cunts.
Yeah.
By the way, kind of everybody. I'm wondering if it gets cold enough when winter comes that there's like a land bridge because they're completely separated.
I was just about to think that
Braavos and
Daenerys should just stay in
Meereen
Meereen and let Westeros go to the dead because apparently they don't cross water.
Yeah, that too. That oh shit, water. Fuck, we're okay with all this frozen fucking water, but when it's melted, when it's in liquid form, nope,
Can't swim.
we ain't go that shit, bro.
Well, that's why they have to wait for winter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Otherwise, they would have been down there.
But it's just kind of goofy that
Right.
they're okay with, this frozen water, not liquid water.
I know. That's we can't swim. But you think they could just walk on the bottom and come up? But I don't know.
That's true. Can they drown?
I wouldn't
If
think
they're
so.
dead, no. Probably not.
Yeah, but they're not really dead because you can technically kind of kill them. So there's a way to eliminate their existence.
It's a very PC way to put it.
Well, I think we assume
There's
they're
one way to fuck them up, man. Real good like and shit. Yeah, stab shit, smash their heads in.
America.
Yeah. Try to bring a fucking gun. Bring my shotgun. I'll be fucking up all of them. I'll be crunching up dragon glass and
Yeah.
little shards. Shove that shit in my shotgun. Bam.
You can have
12
that
of
with
those fuckers did.
stack of bacon right next to you while you're doing that
Oh, man, I'd be
too.
a ton of bacon.
You brought a Valyrian sword to a gunfight.
I brought me some Valerian bacon.
Valyrian.
Yeah, cooked from dragons.
Oh, okay.
Dragon belly.
Sounds delicious.
I wonder what dragon tastes like. Like alligators?
What's alligator taste like?
Like chicken?
Like chicken.
What's chicken taste like?
Chicken.
humans?
Humans.
Oh.
Taste of humans. So.
Therefore, babies taste of chicken. Thank you, Eddie Izzard.
Still think he needs to be in Game of Thrones.
He
should have been the Night King. So
they can't swim. So
everybody.
But I think that probably could happen. Like
pack your
a land bridge, from the winter getting so cold.
Yeah, maybe.
And then that's how they can come over there.
Yeah. but
I don't know deep enough into the Game of Thrones if there's any stories of like in the past, is there any stories of the White Walkers coming all the way over to like areas like Meereen or Braavos, or like Braavos was all the way north in that landmass. So I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know if there's anything like in the books of, I don't know. Not that that's very important, but
I don't really memorize history of things. And I don't memorize history of things in real life, so I definitely don't memorize it in fiction.
This is not real?
I mean, I'm sorry, Mike.
Snoop Dogg told me it was real.
Oh, full shizzle.
So, what do we leave out?
I don't think we left anything out.
Yeah.
I think we're done. Except for, we're not done. We still have 2 episodes to go.
2 more.
No, Tim, we're done.
And then we're just going to end this show now, and you're going to fend for yourself for the next 2 episodes.
Good
you
luck.
can make your own dick jokes. You don't need to rely on us. You're grown-up people, hopefully. If you're not, you shouldn't be listening to this podcast, and you shouldn't be watching Game of Thrones.
Yep.
And then we just need to figure out what we're going to do after the season's over.
Just make dick jokes the rest of the year.
Yeah.
We'll just convene every month until the next season comes out and make Game of Thrones dick jokes.
We'll do Game of Thrones riff tracks.
Yeah, we could probably do that. I think that's legal.
Except we weren't going to be able to call it riff tracks.
No, it'd have to be bullshit commentary. That might be something to do. That might be fun.
I think it'd be really fun. We could watch the old episodes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I like it.
All right.
I like it.
That might be something to consider. Okay, well, we'll discuss that. And we
Call it cock tracks, dwarf tracks, dragon tracks, dick and fart joke.
There we go. That's what I like.
I'll work on it.
Reek tracks.
Just keep throwing spaghetti at that wall. And see what sticks.
All right, well, I guess that's where we'll leave it. We only have 2 episodes left of the season, and you can be sure we're going to talk about it. So, until next time, I'm Tim Pickerel.
I'm Sarah Hedrick.
Mike Defra.
And now our watch is ended. Until next week.
This next episode of Game of Thrones, man, I gotta tell you, this episode just came all over my face. Winter came all over my face.